So today I would like to share this experience when building up the API in the Logic App. This is the issue you always have in the Logic App. When you build the API in the Logic App, you use a lot of the data in the JSON format. But the question is how you parse the JSON format, especially in the nested JSON. They have a lot of the level inside the data. So how we parse this information for passing the data into the block, right? For example, right here, you can see we have the list, the data we query from the Cosmos DB right here, and we got right here the output, the list. Inside the list, they had the JSON format right here. We had the total number in the dictionary, right? Type, and we have the total number and right here the 4. So I want to get this number 4. How we parse this output and get the 4 number, right? And pass into the value next block right here. So my experience is we use the parse data right here. That's the first step. The second step, you ask you the skill how to filter that and how to do that. Another question. And another example I told you that is right here. We have the nested JSON format, really complicated. For example, right here, we have a long JSON format right here, and how we got the information right here. This information is nested in very deep level inside the JSON format to 3 level right here. And if you use the parse JSON, they don't help you to get this information. For example, right here, I want to get this ID. So, and look at right here, you can see when I copy into the data look like this. And for example, I want to get the information. I want to get this information. For example, you can see right here we have a lot the level, right? And go right here and go right here and go right here, 2, 3, 4 level. It means I want to get this information. I want to get this ID. How to do that? So briefly define the problem when you build up the API in the Logic App. And my experience is you had to know to use expression to filter the data in the JSON format. For example, right here, really is first I show you basic sample right here. We query from Cosmos DB and we got the data something very similar like this, and I got how I got number 4. So okay, let's go. Go back to the design flow and I show you how I got that information. Right here. When I design the flow, I query for this item with the condition, okay, and I count how many data in data in that day, and after that I got the number, okay, and in design after I query, I should parse the information, parse the data, because the data in the JSON format, so I had to parse the data. After that, I use some, for example, I put into the value right here, but the value right here, I want that value the integers, the number, okay? And put the name total. But how to get that number from the JSON format, okay? That's you have to use the expression. Right here, the format is pretty simple, right? We have only the symbol dictionary, so we use the body parts right here. We got the body from the previous step. After that, we have put right here 0, and we got the next we have the total number, right? Look at back right here. It's simulation. Okay, go back to history. I show you the how. Okay, look at right here. You can see. The data right here, total number 4. When we use the parse data, right, the output right here, right, and when you get count, they give you the values number, right? And to do that, you have to use the right here. We have the parse party right here, and we put the 0 right here. It means that in the list, right, the item, okay, in this list, all right, this is the first item, so it means in the list the count is 0. So right here you put right here, it means the 0 is the first item, and after that we put the key right here is the total number. So and total this one you get the value is the 4 right here, right? They link to the value 4, right? That's the basic example. Another example is more complicated right here. Continue, I show you the data. For example, for example, from here, I got the response from the API. Is the HTML format, right? But the data is HTML. How I want to get the data in HTML right here? No, XML right format right here. So right, I have so many information in XML format. So yeah, that's the API that respond to me. And the first step, you know how to change from the response right here into the JSON format. Okay, the second one, after you change to the JSON format, they had to be look like this, right? And after that, you have to filter the data. You have to some expression to get the data inside the JSON format, right? Data. So how to do that? Right here, show you how to get that's how to filter the data in JSON. Okay. From here, for example, I call this API, and I absolutely the output this one I got the XML format, but how to change from XML format? I put into the value right here, but I use the expression right here. I change XML to JSON, right? And I put into I got the body from the previous step, and all this one they help me to get the JSON. They change from XML format to JSON format, right? After that, I do one more step. I parse the data from JSON format right here, and the next step does ask you to filter the data in the JSON format. Right now, the nested JSON, right? For example, right here, I want to get this one, right? Now, for example, right here, I show you more clearly. After I change from XML to JSON, the data is look like this, right? But it's the JSON format. So right now I want to get this data, right? I want to filter this one, and to get this value, you have to know, you see where that's value, right, in the JSON format, right? And I check in right here, they should be inside this one, and this one inside this one, right? And then I had to build expression to get this value. So the expression like this, right? I show you. For that value, you had to have the body right here, and you got continue. That time I put a 0 because it's a list, and right here you see from start to the end is the JSON. No list inside right here. List to be when you come here, you have to use the list because this one, you see inside from here to here they have a list. This is the first item, this is the second item in this list, right? So you want to get this one, you have to, when you come here this level, you have to say, okay, this I want to start with the first item in this list, all right? And continue to come here, you see clearly. Okay, the first one, I had to get this level, right? From here, this level. Okay, from start using this level. Okay, continue inside this level. I come to another level, right? Right here. This level, in the first level, and continue. I come to side object, right? The second level, right? And the cover from here to here. And the second level, I do the similar. I put the question mark right here. I continue the next level. Register report is to be here, right? And this next level, and inside this level, I continue this level, right? This level, and after that level, I got continue to this level. And when we come to this level, the value in this level, they stay in the list right here. You see, this is the list, and the value we want to get in the first item of the list. So we had to say, okay, I need to get the first item in the list. It starts from 0, right? You had to say 0, and after 0, you had to come to right here, come to the value you want to get, right? The value you want to, right here. So you will get the value of about this value, okay? The report request ID. That is the very deep level in the JSON format, right? And similarly, I show you another one. How can I get the RID right here? For example, RID right here. You see, this value they stay very 3-4 level inside the JSON data. So how I can get it? We do the similar. We get the body. After that, we start with the orientation. We start the first one, idea payload, this one. Okay, it's the big one. Continue. You continue next level, the side object. This level, you see this one will cover everything. Continue, you go to register report. This one they will cover from here to here, and after that you continue to report request right here, right here, and inside, and the value we want to get is from here, that because this value inside the first item in this list, right, in this list, and they stay in the first item, so still in the 0, right? And continue, we got a specifier, but inside the first item we had to call, specify payload right here, and inside this one we had to call one more step, and after that we got the ID value right here, right? It's very easy. So, and the last value you want to get is a report specific ID. Specific ID, where the right here, right? So I want to get this value. Value is telemetry. Use it. How we want to get that? We do the same thing. We got the body, and continue. We go to the payload, and we next step and side object, and our register report right here, and continue report request, and when they come here, right, and it's the same thing, the value will stay in the first item, so still in the 0, we declare the 0, and we call the this key value specifier payload, and continue the last key value right here, report specific ID right here. Okay, so go back to the logic app. Right here in this value, you create compose right here, and you see in this expression I saw you last time, I call it, and when you run the program, you will got that value, and you put in the JSON format right here, and after that you can save to the database, and you can use that data to call another API, right? Yes. So right, you can see right here I changed from a JSON from XML to JSON, from JSON, very complicated JSON right here, and right now where I can filter the data inside, and I got the value I want. After that I can combine another one, okay, and I save to the database, and I post this data into another API, right? So that's the school experience when you build up the API in the Logic App. It's very helpful to parse the data and filter the data from JSON and pass to another block of the parameters of the for the Logic App. That's it.